We've had a couple of good days of some rainstorms and thunderstorms, which is great for getting rain and stuff into the pastures and into the yard. You know, all that mowing and stuff I did was good. We needed to do it. But now all this grass is just gonna come back up, which is okay. It needed some rain. Today, we're gonna work on cleaning up. I'm deeming today cleanup day. We're gonna run over to the tractor shed and pick up the trailer, bring it back over to the house. We have a lot of stuff to load up on it to take to the dump. Kind of get rid of some of this garbage that's laying around. You want to get in? Get on. Okay. Beau, you're a little bit too big for that. Get on. Come on, Bella. Come on. Bella, come on. Come on. Oh, now she's gonna try it too. Come on. Get up. Get up. Come on. Come on. Come on. She wants to, but she doesn't quite understand what I'm asking her to do. Beau, if he doesn't try to jump through a hole that's too small for him, does all right. We got the trailer over here. Now it's time to put that in the trailer. Alright, I wanted to share a trick with you as I'm tying all this stuff down. If you're ever wondering what to do with the excess of your strap, roll it up into a ball. You know, start with like 4 fingers, roll it up into a ball about that far, you know, about a 1.5 feet or so away. Take this, stick it through the middle so you have it as such, and then wrap it around till you get it to about halfway like that. And then just pull it. And it'll give you a little ball and it won't come undone. And then you can just tuck that up underneath. And that's what you do with extra strap line. All right, so we took care of the trash problem. It's gone. We took it down to the dump. I'm pretty excited that the closest transfer station is only about 5 minutes from us. So I think what we've decided is that instead of paying almost $40 for trash service weekly out here in the county, we're just gonna run 5 minutes down the road, you know, whenever we build up a little trash. Because it's really not that expensive. They get like a full truckload of household trash for like $10. So, and it's only 5 minutes down the road, so that's pretty cool. So now that that job is done, I'm gonna get back to working to what I was working on Monday, and that is pulling up all of this fence line. There's some decent poly wire still out here, but the problem is that a lot of it is fallen down, it's not tight, and I'm finding a lot of it that is just like randomly shooting out into the middle of the pasture. Well, that's a big problem whenever I'm out here trying to mow with the tractor, and I don't want to keep wrapping it up around my rotary mower. So I decided that I'm just gonna go through and, you know, for the fences that I know I'm gonna take down, which, you know, this one right here around the house, the two that are splitting the pastures in half. I'm gonna just take them down. I'm gonna roll up all the wire and then we'll bring the tractor in. I gotta figure out a good way to do it, to bring the tractor in with the loader bucket to lift each one of these T-posts out. They're stuck in pretty hard. I can't really pull them out myself. So it'll be a good job for the tractor. They make those T-post pullers that you put on the ground and like push the lever down, but I don't want to buy one of those. Especially whenever I already have a tractor. Why not just put it to work? What I need to figure out is, if I'm doing it by myself, how am I going to, you know, get out, get the chain wrapped around the T-post, get back in the tractor, pull it up, get back out of the tractor, pick the T-post up, put it in the loader bucket, get back in the tractor, move forward, get back out of the tractor, wrap the chain up around the T-post. You know, just repetitive, in and out of the tractor. It's almost too much in and out. So I'm gonna try to figure out if I can. I have some tire chains from Washington. I'm thinking that I might be able to, you know, make a contraption where if I hang those off of the bucket, if I just drive up to the T-post and try to get those tire chains wrapped around the T-post to pull it up without having to get out and wrap it around, we'll try. I might try that tomorrow or later today. We'll see what happens. I just realized that I left my work gloves up by the house. I'm gonna go get those before I can work on this fence. That's a pretty tiring job. I mean, it is just walking back and forth, pulling wire up, but I mean, it's also like 92 degrees and it feels like 100% humidity. Like I feel like I just went and jumped in the pond and started working. Like there's like I feel like there's an inch of water in my boots. Pants are soaked. It's all sweat, guys. It's all sweat, humidity. Oh, fun. I know I complain about the heat and the humidity and everything else. It probably seems like in every video. I don't mind it, actually. It's, you know, there's a lot of give and take, and when you want to live out in the country, you know, in Texas, it's anywhere in Texas, really. Whenever you want to live in a place like this and be able to do the things you want to do, there's some give and take. You know, we're going to have some hot, humid days, and in the winter, it's not too bad. It doesn't get, in my opinion, it doesn't get ridiculously cold. Live for the winters. I got to go find somewhere to stow all this poly wire and electric wire. I think I want to try and reuse it if possible, because this is a lot of money that would take a big investment to replace all of it. So I would like to reuse as much as I can, and that's gonna just have to be a whole day of, once I get everything down, just going through each wire, each strand of rope, and figuring out what is still good and what I just need to throw away. But we'll get there eventually. This is technically our backyard fence that I just pulled up. So now there's no fence between our house and what we're calling the front pasture. And this pasture here is about 10 acres or so. We had cows out here, and this is probably the best looking pasture that we have at this point. So I'm excited to see what comes of it, what it looks like here in, you know, maybe a week or so whenever I get out there and mow it all down. I haven't mowed any of the pastures yet. All of the pastures are still, you know, grown up. I've gotten everything around the house and the barns and the road all mowed down to a manageable level. And we just got a bunch of rain, so it's all sprouting back up really quick. And that's okay. At least like the real thicket and everything is all cut down. You can actually see and walk through it. So I'm okay with the maintenance level of mowing. I just want to get everything knocked down. So I'm thinking either, I don't think I'll do it today because today, some exciting things are happening the rest of today. It's still early in the morning right now. Tim from Ridge Life is on his way here. They're doing their freedom tour. They're riding their motorcycles around all of southeast the US right now, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and visiting us YouTubers. So that's really cool. We're really excited to meet them in person and hang out with them today. And then also we're getting our couch. We're getting our couch today, and I'm really excited for that because I'm tired of sitting in a straight back floral chair. Comfortable chair, but not like to hang out in the evening and try to rest in. And we have one recliner. So I'm excited to have a couch. Emmy will love it, getting to run around on it and wear it in for us. So Tim and his wife are on their way here. It'll be awesome to meet them, see them. Our couch is coming later today. That'll be great. And we're making progress. I'm gonna go find a place to stow this wire. The next line that I'm doing is right here. This line, there's 2 fences. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why the fencing is done this way. If you know the reason, I imagine it would be like a path, like a walk path between pastures or paddocks. But also I'm not sure that it was actually used like that because they have the front of it fenced off. So they had wire running in between the two, but they have 2 fence rows going all the way out to the road. And I'm thinking, if I'm remembering correctly off of my Google Earth Pro app, I talked about that in the last video. If you're looking at planning fence paddocks or layout of your homestead, go check out that video. I'll link it right there. It's a video that I did about how I've planned all of this. Everything that I'm taking down right now is in preparation of implementing the layout, the farm layout plan that I've designed on Google Earth Pro, where you get to see kind of the top down and you can measure out different paddocks and everything. So if I remember correctly, this fence line right there is about 3 to 350 feet, if I'm remembering correctly, and I'll have to go back and double check that. But that's what we're working on today. I'm tearing down fencing so that we can implement our plan that we've created on Google Earth Pro to the best of our ability, and creating our new fence lines. Everything's gonna kind of stay the same. I'm gonna remove this fence line completely. We're not putting it back up because I want one big pasture out here in the front. I want this front pasture just to be one large 25 acre pasture that I can split up with polywire as needed. The least amount of permanent fencing that I can do right now is the goal. I want to permanently fence all of the perimeters of each of our pastures, which at this point we have 4 large pastures that are going to be permanently fenced in. And then inside of those, I want to be able to run movable polywire fencing or Premier 1 netting as we see fit for whatever animals we're putting in those areas, so that we can rotationally move everything. You're getting to see it from the very beginning. We got to this property 1 week ago, and we've gotten most things mowed down. I haven't got to the pastures yet. I'm gonna get to them by the end of the week. Got everything else mowed around the house. Now we're gonna start ripping down fencing so that we can create fuller farms. Glad to have you with us. Glad you're enjoying this content, watching this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to us if you haven't already. We're seeing a big influx of subscribers right now, and we couldn't be more thankful for all of that. So follow along as we build fuller farms and we build a fuller life for ourselves. We'll see you on the next one.